Welcome to Ecam Network News and Entertainment, where you stay up to date on what's happening in the world of Ecam live streaming, and get some familiar and great tips in video production. Yes, and it is 4.0's release week. 4.0 gets released this week, everyone. This Thursday, if you have not clicked on the reminder on our YouTube channel, you better do that, because the twins are going to be giving a walkthrough of all the incredible features that are coming out on 4.0, and they are amazing. They're amazing. We are just thrilled and we cannot wait. We're all so excited about it. Let's see who's in the chat. We see our friend Pete. Hello, Pete.
Pete is looking forward to this.
Yes.
Good to see you here.
We see our moderator. Hello, Paul.
Mr. Paul Duncan. Hello. AG is here.
AG.
The peacekeeper himself in the flesh. Jaden is here. Hello. Yes. The Mormon hat is back. Dan, good to see you here.
Hi, Dan. And hello, Dan is multi-streaming. He's on LinkedIn and he is on YouTube.
Yeah, Dan is all over. Tony, buenas noches.
Hello, Tony. Mike Reed, yes, right? I mean, we are just, it's incredible. It's amazing. And I wonder how many are going to be investing on the new M2. Right? Because that's going to be...
Marine X, what's up? Door kicked in. What up?
He just like, ah. So we are going to today we have an incredible guest, everyone. We're going to be talking with Derrick Floyd, and he is from IK Multimedia. He's going to be talking about some of the products that he has, and it has to do a lot with podcasting on the go, right? So recording and things like that. He will have more information, and there is a great giveaway as well. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, yes. Also, we have updates on the Ecam challenge with Adrian Salisbury.
Of course, because this week is all about Ecam, and Adrian has an incredible challenge for all of us, and we have information for you as well as leap into live streaming. Live selling.
Call for speakers. Yes.
Yes, and we also have a super funny story for you all because funny stories are great. And this one actually beats the one that we talked about last week about the bear. This one actually beats it. It's just some people. Okay, so we also have some more news about LinkedIn. Okay, we have the guest that we had 2 weeks ago. Or last week. It was last week. John Esperian. He sent us another great article that covers the 10 top questions that he gets asked about LinkedIn. So we're going to share that with you as well. And if you missed that episode from last week, you can catch it on a YouTube channel. And it is John Esperian, and it's called Optimizing Your LinkedIn Profile. Yes. Okay, so let's see who else we're seeing M2 buying some of there.
No, so Tony's asking, what more can we really do with the M2 that we can do with the M1? Just to be totally clear, if you have an M1, you are good to go.
You're good to go.
With Ecam 4.0.
Yeah. It says if you are thinking about getting upgrading, now the M2 just came out, so that might be,
Yeah. So with the M1 and up, you can do isolated video recording, and you can, if you want, if that's your use case, bring in 10 guests in interview mode.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. I mean, that's one of the main things. But then again, please click on notifications on the YouTube channel for Ken and Glenn. They're going to be giving the walkthrough, and that you're going to get everything that is out. That's going to come out. They're going to walk through every single thing.
Yeah.
That is like the top feature. Okay, so let's talk about Adrian. So for those of you who do not know Adrian, he's one of the favorites. Like, he is a great instructor, covers Ecam Live, and he has an incredible academy. It's called the Ecam Live Academy. But for this, he's going to be doing a challenge for all of us, and even better, because he's going to be doing it with 4.0.
Yes.
And that one starts on January 30th. So it's right following the release. So let's go over that, Fuljens.
Yes. So there are a few sessions in the Ecam Challenge with Adrian Salisbury. Starting with day 1, it's going to be an overview of Ecam 4.0, followed by session 2, streaming, right? Because now in Ecam 4.0, we can stream to multiple destinations. And session 3, recording. As we mentioned, if you have the M1 or higher, you can do isolated video recording with Ecam Live version 4. And session 4, presenting.
And that's a great thing, because presenting is all about. We get a lot of questions.
You put it all together. Bring it all together in session 4.
Yes. Remember, you're going to be using hashtag Ecam Challenge 23. That's Ecam Challenge 23. And there will be a link on the comments where you can register, because there will be some assignments and some great downloads that you're going to want to have your hands on. So by registering, you will be receiving these downloads.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the link is going to be in the comments, and you can go ahead and register there.
Yes, and as per Mr. Moderator, you will need to join the Discord server in order to participate in the challenge. Ecam.tv/Discord. That's ecam.tv/Discord.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I mean, Adrian, for those of you who, who doesn't know about Adrian? Right? Who doesn't know about it? You're going to love it.
Yes.
You're going to love that.
Marine X says Adrian Salisbury has the sauce.
And then some. All right. So then after that, I mean, this week is going to be packed with great stuff. I mean, starting with Ian and us.
Yes.
Then follow up with The Flow. The Flow is going to be with Katie and Doc. And they're going to be with Maury Music.
Maury's Music. It's going to be a podcasting case study. That's The Flow by Ecam this week.
Yeah, and Mary owns it and operates Maury's Music, one of the largest and most trusted dealers for Martin and Woolrich guitars. Ooh.
Yeah, they've been in the business since 2003, and Maury's been playing guitar professionally since the late 80s.
Ooh, that influence there, right? Is great. So stay tuned for that, everyone. This is going to be on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, podcasting for musicians.
Yes. And then we have Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Meet the Fam with Alessandro Di Ruscio.
In this episode, Alexandro is an ex-9to5 graphic designer who decided to become his own boss. That is the best.
Yes, he educates and guides consultants, mentors, coaches, and content creators in the fine art of finding private and remote clients.
And that is awesome. Look at him. He looks like his name sounds.
Yes.
He looks fancy.
He looks like it's Alessandro.
He looks so fancy. And
Right?
then of course we have the developers Ken and Glenn who are going to be introducing Ecam Live 4.0 this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, native multi-streaming, up to 10 remote guests, isolated video recordings, Amazon Live viewer account followers and comments, new camera switcher, and so much more. Tune in.
Is someone excited?
Oh yeah.
And then we have Building Blocks at 10 on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with yours truly.
Yes, we'll be going over our favorite features in Ecam version 4.
Yes, and then on Sunday we have...
Before that,
Oh.
you know what? We're gonna call this is gonna be the season premiere of Ecam Live Demo with Doc Rock. Because right, this is the season premiere because this is gonna be the Ecam demo where Doc goes over Ecam version 4.
I mean, we're gonna... who doesn't... like who? You know what? People will ask questions
Yeah.
about it, but with all of this coverage, the fam is gonna be well hooked up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's we got a lot for you. We got a lot for you. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, and then we go with the stream show.
Yes, and then this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live remote production jobs with DJ Strick on the stream show.
Yes, and that was great.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yes. Okay, everyone. So that is great. That is the
And
sort
then offer some confetti right
Of
there.
course. I mean, like, yeah, black. We are just beyond excited. So okay, let's see, Johnny. Oh my God, Johnny, hi.
Suck out, Fed Johnny. Good to see you here. Gabe is here.
Gabe,
Long
what in
time
the
no see.
world,
Long
Gabe?
time no see. Good to see you.
It's 4.0 is bringing everybody
4.0.
out.
Kimberly is here. Good to see you, Kimberly. Welcome.
Hi, Kimberly. We have what? Okay. Oh, Tony. Okay. Oh, okay. DM me, Tony. DM me. Yeah, DM me. We can talk about it. Okay, everyone. All right. So we have a great look at it. You're still getting Portuguese comments. that is the Portuguese hat.
Portuguese hat.
Dan calls it.
Got jokes.
Dan calls it.
The Mormon hat.
It's something like that. It's something like that.
Funny.
Anyway, everyone, so we have, speaking of Ecam 4.0, this is a feature that is already inside of Ecam, but a lot of us don't use it. And it is a very, very cool feature because it allows us to do some great things, and it actually helps with our workflow. And this is...
You can create markers for your videos with Ecam Live. I don't know what the point was for, but it's so simple. You know, since we're live recording, but while we're live recording, we can actually show you what that looks like. If we go into demo mode here, and while you're recording, if you want to put a marker, basically a timestamp in any part of this recording, you just basically type the M key.
Oh, that is my keyboard.
Oh, shoot. Wrong
Keyboard's
keyboard.
in there. That's my laptop.
Hold on.
Hello,
Wrong
everybody.
keyboard. So we're typing the M key there, boom. And you're gonna see it says at the bottom here, marker added, right there. So once the recording is done, you know, when you have your Ecamm files, you have your video, you have your isolated audio, you have your SRT file, you will also have a file that has the timestamps from the time you press the M key, the marker key.
It makes YouTube, you know, the chapter to market is so much easier for everyone, for those of us who do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is good. So again, you press M and it marks it for you, and then a file will download, and you will be able to go to those specific minutes and edit.
That's right.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Aubrey, hello. Good to see you here.
Hello, Aubrey.
Michelle, good to see you here as well.
Michelle. What are we? Oh, okay. They're having a nice conversation over there. So everyone, check this out, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna go to the funny story because I cannot hold it anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you all know how since we're little, our family like inculcates things on us, like, okay, you gotta do this, and this is what happens. If this happens, then do that. And all of a sudden that's it, right? Like if we think of something, this thing that they taught us comes right away. So in this case, I'm talking about 911, right? So we are like, okay, if we're in distress here in the United States, if we're in distress, if we need help, especially from you know, law enforcement, ambulance or whatever, we dial 911. And this is what this couple, they were burglarizing a house, and they needed help packing and getting a ride, and they actually made the call to 911 so that they can help them move the items they were stealing. When they realized that they called 911, it was too late because the cops were already on their way. So this was something that all of a sudden, right, if they were stressed out, which I'm pretty sure they were, the first thing that came to their mind is like, we need help. Let me call 911. I mean, like, honestly, this is true story. Fuljens, please pull it up for us, because
two people in Florida were arrested after one of them made a 911 call to get help with moving their belongings from a home they were burglarizing, authorities said. Deputies responded to a home Saturday after a 911 call was made, but nobody spoke, the Polk County Sheriff's Office said. At the home, the deputies concluded that nobody lived there, but they found a male suspect and his girlfriend inside the home after entering it through an unlocked door. Deputies had been searching for the male suspect after identifying him from security video as a burglar at a Dollar General store in Poinciana, Florida, where several items were stolen earlier in the day, the sheriff's office said in a statement. Poinciana is about 35 miles south of Orlando.
And that's, I mean, these are the things, right, that people go using Ecam, for example, and get reaction video. So you have this story and you have a reaction video. I've seen this. I'm waiting for somebody to do this. So if you're one of those who does this kind of things, send me the link once you do it, because that will be fun to see how people enact that.
I'm spending thousands of dollars calling for moving company, and all I had to do was call the police, and they could help me with moving for free. I didn't know. I didn't know that. What am I wasting my money for? What does that mean, simply, Aubrey? That they're in Florida? I don't know what that means. But yeah, that is very interesting. Those are the things that are happening in the world. Unbelievable, funny things. But another thing that we're gonna share with you is some LinkedIn statistics. And LinkedIn has some great plans, and they actually are very happy with the results that they got. So if we can put that up in the screen share so that we can share with our family, the growth on LinkedIn. As of April 2022, everyone, 59 million companies have a LinkedIn page, and 2.7 million of these pages post at least weekly. Mm-hmm.
That is incredible with that amount of people in a platform, and it's all business and it's all leads. And as you heard last week, you can optimize it and housekeeping rules and things that you can do to make the profile work for you. Look at this, like LinkedIn members are viewing 22% more feed updates in 2022 year to date.
Yeah.
And that data.
And over 11 million members have turned on LinkedIn creator mode since March 2021.
That is incredible. And that's what all of the, all of the great features that now that they have. That is great. So if you're not on LinkedIn and you're planning your, online presence, consider LinkedIn. It is a great platform, especially for us creators. They're starting to get really video is starting to, kind of be it on LinkedIn now, shorts. And it's just a great way to up our skills by reading great content, because the creators there post really, really great content if you're following the right creators. And John Esperian shared the top 10, which here's the link for you so that you can go ahead and read it at your leisure and apply them if you want to give LinkedIn a try or make the platform a little bit more optimized for you.
Yeah, definitely. If you're not following John Esperian, definitely follow John Esperian. Connect with John Esperian on LinkedIn. ESPIRIAN.
And look at that. Where do I start? What do I post about? Should I post personal stuff? How do I approach people? So these are all the things, and do I need LinkedIn Premium? Should I switch to creator mode? So those are the questions that a lot of people ask, and he's answering all of those questions in that video.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's the link there for you. I don't believe we sent it to Paul, so maybe we can, Paul,
We'll drop it in there. We'll drop it in there.
We'll drop it for you. And yeah, so the platform is just really, thank you, Paul. Oh no, it was you. Okay, well, thank you, Paul. Also,
Thank you, Paul. Anyway,
thank you, Paul,
in advance.
Well, our friend Derrick is in the green room, ready to come in and talk to us about all his great products and everything that we can do with it.
Yes.
And before we get into it, because Derrick is going to perhaps be talking about podcasting. Do you know, this is for my ladies as well as the gentlemen, so that the gentlemen can inspire and support the female podcasters, right? So here it is. Here's the Women Podcast Report from Edison Research and Ecam Media.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to my friend Anna Xavier, who shared this information with us. And look at this.
Yeah, so it says this is as of this was reported last month, actually. According to the Women's Podcast report from Edison Research and Ecam Media, over half of women podcast listeners in the U.S. say they would listen to more podcasts if there were more that focused on female stories and perspectives or were hosted by women.
And that is, I can completely resonate with it. And where's the other statistic? Women are closing the gender listening gap. 35% of U.S. women have listened to a podcast in the past month, and women make up 48% of all monthly podcast listeners in the USA. Incredible. So for my ladies, if you are not podcasting yet, go ahead and start doing your thing. Ecam is here for you. You can get the video. You can get to video podcasts, okay? You will get the video and you will also get the audio. And also in the flow, they talk about how you can get started. They talk about where you can host your podcast, all of that stuff. So if you're thinking about it, check out the flow and start doing it, because it is true. I don't know about you ladies in the audience and about you gentlemen if you hear from your female friends, but personally, when I am in the car and I'm looking for a podcast, I do prefer listening to women's stories, and I prefer to listen to a woman who has gone through what I'm looking for. And so I do see that to be.
And then in addition to that, if you haven't done so already, you can still pick up the Leap into Podcasting Guide, Planner, and All Access Replay Pass, available at merch.ecam.com.
But it's right. And do you know that 4.0 comes out this Thursday? this Thursday, everyone. It's gonna be a madhouse. It's gonna be incredible.
Let's just hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, that was.
Everyone, without further ado, we are thrilled to introduce our friend Derrick Floyd from IK Multimedia. Without further ado, here he is.
Oh, what's good? What's good, Ecamm Fam? What's going on out there?
Oh, look at
Right?
you.
Loving the background, Derrick.
You came smooth.
I gotta have it relaxed, chill. This is my podcast setup, so I do my own podcast from this very chair.
Yeah, it's called Beautiful. What is the name?
Beautiful,
of it?
beautiful
Now.
now
Beautiful
project.
Now.
Beautiful Now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Smooth.
Yeah, he came flaming.
I just feel like I'm in the fireplace, relaxing. I'm chilling out. I thought, we can do this relax. We'll make it work.
That's it. That's it.
Sometimes I have a fish tank back there to chill. Whatever I'm kind of in the mood for. But the fireplace is right tonight.
Right? Okay. So you change the background depending on the mood. I love it.
Yeah. I changed the back on the mood for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the mood here is fire because 4.0, right?
Hey, this Ecamm 4.0 is about to take off. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. What is your favorite feature so far that is going to come out that you cannot wait to just?
Man, there's so many, and I had to think about it again. So don't put me on the spot, but there's a lot going on in Ecamm 4. I think, is it the one where you can multi-stream now without using another application?
The main, yes.
Because that's a biggie for me, because I normally stream to different locations. So for me not to have a separate application for that, now I can do it all in Restream. That not only saves time, but it saves money. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You got to pay the other servers to do that, right?
yeah.
That's right.
So, booyah!
That's right.
Booyah!
Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of us are super excited about, right? Like,
That's what's
we,
up. That's what's up.
we can do this. We
That's
can do this. So, we have a quick question which we're gonna mark and Gary.
Sure.
We're gonna let Derrick answer this for you. But listen, it's a great thing because it's
Yeah.
all Ecam. It's all
Yes, sir.
Ecam. All
Yes, sir.
Ecam.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, let's put it right back, right there. There it
Is
is.
Derrick using the Ecamm interview link or Skype?
I am using the Ecamm link.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
all
And
Ecam.
what was funny is I was talking to Fuljens when I came on, and I said, you know what? I send the link out all the time, but I never have it on the other side. So it was unique to be the person getting the link and watching and setting it up. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. It's so easy to use.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
and
easy to use.
yeah, that's the thing that we hear a lot about, when we did the interview mode challenge, that was one
Yeah.
of the things that it was great for to be able to be on the other end
Yeah, it's
and
cool.
have that
It's cool.
experience.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I see people
Yeah.
saying love the colors. Thank you, Kim G. Appreciate that.
Yes.
It took me a while to design this set because this is actually where I work. As you see, I work for IK Multimedia, which is a company that designs products to help you get sound into your mobile device or your Mac and PC. We are a technology company that we make interfaces that help you get sound in, or we make stands to help you hold your device. We make speakers, we make keyboards. We're just a really unique space that all help you be creative with what you do. And I work in this room most of the time, but most of the time the lights are on. But when I work in my podcast, lights are off. And as you guys know, it's all about the lighting. So you got to get the light right. I got the Elgato lights over here, the Elgato Stream Deck over here, and all that stuff sets up to make it look nice. But it's a great functional space for me.
Yeah, it looks functional and relaxing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Derrick, you already mentioned what IK Media does, IK Multimedia does. So what about how long have you been working for? How long have you been an account manager for IK?
Wow. Okay. That's a long story, but I'll keep it super short. I've been with IK Multimedia for 20 years, believe it
Oh,
or not.
wow.
And we started off as a software company, and we branched out and made an original product that some people may have heard of. It's called iRig. It's a very small guitar-oriented device that you plugged into your phone and lets you plug your guitar into your portable, your mobile device, your Android or your Apple, and you could open up our application and play through like an amplifier. So imagine being able to take your phone and make it an actual virtual amplifier. That's what we did at the beginning. And
Mm.
now, of course, we've branched out and made multiple devices, which we're going to talk about a few of them today, that help you stay on the go and be that content creator wherever you are, and help you be able to capture sound, video, all that on the go. So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember a while ago. It was, I want to say 2015 maybe. That was the
Mhm.
first time I tried the iRig, and I
Yeah.
plugged it. I used my phone and I plugged
Yep.
in, my microphone in it,
Yep.
and everybody, I had a case on the iPhone, so
Yeah.
nobody knew that it was an iPhone, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, your video and your sound is so good," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's what we
Mm-hmm.
do, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Think
Yeah.
yeah."
about these phones are so powerful right now, and Apple's done such a great job of making the camera better, making the phone respond quicker. They talk about so much about filming with the camera. So we said, why don't we be the audio side of that? So all of our devices, or most of our devices, will talk about how to capture that sound, whether it be a microphone or a guitar or a keyboard. Will help you get that sound into whatever that content's going forward with.
Yeah, and now with all of, we're capturing a lot of video
Yeah,
with our phones. I
Yep.
mean, we have our
so
phones
much now.
all the time. So having a way to capture that audio in a way that is going to complement that video, right?
Yeah.
That's coming out. And then if we're going to then now use it, bring it into Ecam or edit it
Mhm.
or do anything like that, the
Yeah.
audio is gonna be great.
Gotta be great. Gotta be great. A lot of people see a lot of these great devices like a Rodecaster, which is amazing, and some of the other great interfaces that are out there. But you can't always take that in a book bag, or you can't take that on the road with you. You need to have smaller products that can actually plug in and do the very same thing, give you the great quality audio, but make it portable, small, throw it in your backpack, throw it in your purse sometimes. That's how small they are. And now
Mm-hmm.
Fuji and I were talking about the device we're going to talk about here shortly, the Aric Pro Quattro. It's going to blow your mind when you see what this thing can do.
Yeah. Yeah, you were playing a lot with it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And
Yeah.
we're going to have trivia with somebody will win an iRig
Somebody's gonna
Pro
win.
Quattro this evening.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good. I mean, the good thing about it, just like you mentioned, Derek, when we're on the road, we just need something that's compact, that we can bring it, that's gonna give us the quality that we
Yes.
want, right?
Mhm.
And then, let's talk about how sometimes, we might be like, not, some people might be like, I will just use the audio from my phone because it's not a big deal. Let's talk
Oh,
about that.
yeah, man. That's part of the reason why we created the iRig devices and the product line is because we feel like some people, you take this great picture, you're filming a great interview, or you're out there doing your next TikTok or your next IG or whatever, and the picture looks amazing. But why blow your content and have bad audio when you can purchase a device by one of our products, one of our iRig products, for under $100? Or you can get to the upper echelon and get some things that are more professional, but you can still get better sound. Who wants to see a great video and hear the audio be crappy?
Mm-hmm.
It blows the whole experience, right?
Yeah.
So as content creators, especially with Ecamm creators, you guys have so much access to audio in the application. I mean, you can split the audio out in separate channels, which is amazing in an application of that size. So to be able to do that, we want to give you the best quality experience you can to get that audio in for your video.
Yeah, so let's talk about the products, right? Let's talk about,
Yeah.
if it's let's give a entry, for example. I know we're gonna talk about the
Okay.
quattro, but let's give an entry setup where, yeah, TikTok, Instagram, we're just going to record a couple of some videos.
Mhm, mhm.
What would be the equipment for that?
Well, I would probably go with, and I don't know if you can see it on the screen. You probably couldn't show it on the
Yeah,
on
we're
the,
gonna
Yeah.
but
Just let us know
it's
which one.
okay. I was gonna say they could probably go with the iRig Mic Studio. It's a small microphone. It's like a bluish black microphone. Comes on a small stand, and it allows you to plug that device into your phone. It gives you a nice capsule where you can capture audio on both sides, and it can also go into your Mac or PC as well. So it's like having a small little, like a USB microphone all in its own way. It can plug in USB, but it allows you to do it into your mobile device as well. So having that functionality to do both is always great. That's a great one to start. I think that's 159. There, you're pulling it up. Good man. There you go. See, nice small device, plugs in, got a headphone output on the back, 24-bit 96K audio quality, and it comes with the cables in the box. So you've got a nice suite of tools you can make that sound with, and it's just super easy and portable. So wherever you are, you can take that mic and make it work. That's the first one I would definitely
Okay.
suggest.
Okay, so this one would be okay. I'm just thinking because I do a lot of mobile, like a lot of video,
Yep.
on my mobile. So if I
Mhm.
am on the road, right? I'm not on the table. I'm just
Yep.
on the road.
Yep.
Would this one work?
Yeah, you can plug that into as you see it there, it's on a stand right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted something that you didn't want to plug onto a device, we have another microphone called iRig Mic Lab, and that would probably be your easiest bet because that was something you could clip onto your shirt, and then that would plug into your device via the 1/8" input, and that'd be super easy. Like when you see newscasters on television, they have their lavaliers on. Well, we have a
Mm-hmm.
lavalier for you to plug into your phone to capture that sound. So those are super easy, super portable. I think they're $40. Look at that, $49. Boom, plug it in
Yes,
with
that's
the
what it
lab right
is.
there.
Okay, look
Super
at
easy,
that. Perfect.
super easy
Yes.
for you on that one. And those are
Okay.
great and handy, and you just throw them in your backpack and you're ready to rock and roll.
Do you need an app for it, or
Nope,
does it talk?
Plug and
it
play.
automatically works. You plug it in, it's ready to rock.
Ooh, that's what we want. That's
Now
what
we
we
do
want.
add apps that you can use with our products. We have a couple of different ones. There's one called Mic Room that allows you to change the timbre or the quality sound of that microphone to make it sound like another microphone. So it's like saying I have this microphone, I want it to sound like this Shure SM7B. I want it to sound like this, and we can change the timbre a bit so that it sounds like that microphone for you. And that's a free app inside the application when you buy some of those microphones there.
Oh,
Excellent.
so is it IK Multimedia that provides that, or is there a
Yep.
third party?
Yep.
Okay.
All the remember we were a software company first, so we make a lot of software that
Yeah, that's
attaches to
true.
our hardware. So a lot of times when you buy all no, rephrase, every time when you buy an IK product, there's a software product that's associated with that we give you as a freebie from us.
That is great.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like
Yeah.
you can make
Yeah. See, iMovie
other
Recorder, that's a
microphone.
great one. You can brighten up the voice, clean it up, pitch shift, smooth. There's lots of fun toys that make your voice sound better. So, and it like again, if you guys are TikTokers out there, content creators, we want to have a great fast microphone to make some changes to your voice. Here it is right here, $50.
Yeah. Are there any
Oops.
wireless options? Tatiana's asking.
No wireless yet. We are getting there. We're getting there. I think that's probably the next step for us is to be able to give you a wireless option you can just plug in and go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But it's coming.
that would be pretty good.
It'll
That
be
would
coming.
be pretty good.
Yeah.
Because
Now,
I go,
what if you have your own microphone? What if you have your Lewitt microphone, or you have another professional microphone, your SM7B, whatever, and you have it out, and you just want to plug your actual SM7B into your phone? You can do that. We have a device called iRig Pre HD. You go
wait,
to look
let's
at that one.
find
We just
that.
check that one out.
Okay,
Look that one
so
up.
I can take my beautiful Lewitt
Your Lewitt with you wherever you go,
and I
and you
can
can
plug it.
plug it into this interface, and it will plug into your phone for you and your Mac or PC. But it's great that there it is right there. See how they got it on a pole right there? Back it up a little bit, Fujian. They have it on a
Hmm.
pole right there. So they just plugged it in right into their phone, and they got an actual condenser microphone recording right there on the fly.
Oh my gosh, that is incredible.
So all of you content creators out there, man, we've got access for you to get that quality sound, and there's no excuse to have bad sound anymore.
For
IK's got your answer.
real.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
IK's got your answer.
Listen, I am going to hook up one of my customers with this. I
That's a
am
good deal.
because they travel a lot and then they send me videos and the audio is just not good.
Yeah.
And it's not good. I'm like, hey, you need to invest in this. I'm like, oh, it's really expensive, but I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna be like,
Nope.
listen,
Not expensive at all. That was $100. You'd have the sound you need.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that was with phantom power. There's direct monitoring. The whole nine is all right there for you without
Yes.
any trouble.
yeah. Now we just have to get a nice case for the iPhone, and we can go out, and then it will be like, oh, that's
Right.
like that's a whole setup, a whole production. And I mean, the camera is expensive. iPhones are
Yeah.
$1,200. It's like almost like a DSLR.
Right.
You know what I see people do is I see people buy those gimbals for their phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? So if they're
Yes.
investing that kind of money to hold the video, why
Yeah.
can't they get the audio as well? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Yvette. You love your iRig. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know, it just makes
Yeah.
sense to go all the way. And
It
our part of it
does.
is our part of it's actually the least expensive part of the chain. If you're buying one of our interfaces, most of them are under $100, maybe 200 max, but you're spending $1,200 for the phone. The gimbal is probably at least $300 or $400. So
Listen,
spend a little bit more.
you got me. I can lose my Lewitt. I can use my Lewitt. You got me
You
at
can use
that.
your
Like I
Lewitt.
can use my Lewitt and just
You
with
can
my
use your Lewitt.
iPhone.
You sure can. Phantom Power's on that pre HD, so you can do it wherever you go.
So that means that iPhone is also it's all hooked up to get that kind of input
It's
from.
going to go in through the actual lightning port.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, direct plug and play to your iPhone.
Yep, plug and play right in. No adapter needed. You go right out of the pre-HD into the lightning port. Boom, ready to rock.
Just like so.
There it is. See? Fuljens got me lined up. Got me lined up. Look at you, honey. Look at you. Look at you. Got that website lined up. Making it look good.
Fam, if you
I
have
appreciate
any
it.
questions, if you have any questions for Derrick about whether it is a use case that you have or in your application and you're wondering, feel free to
Yeah.
write it in the comments. This is what he's here for. If you're thinking about doing anything else, if you have been playing with audio and something has not been working for you, that's a great question for Derrick as well. So do we have
I got
any
one more thing to
questions?
show you. If you got that up,
Yes.
Fuljens.
Show.
When a lot of us are working at our desk and we're editing our video and we're editing the sound and maybe we're listening either through some crappy speakers or
Right.
the computer speakers, IK Multimedia makes an amazing pair of monitors. We call them the iLoud micro monitors. They're very small, portable. If you show them, I know you got it down up. Those monitors are incredible, and they're studio professional sound quality. So when you're listening to your video and you're editing, like I edit in the same space, I listen through those monitors and I get a nice crisp sound. So it's better to have something to really listen. There you go, boom, and they sound amazing. So
Okay.
if you're going to build your setup, if you're going for a podcast and want to be really a great content creator, the video is 60-70% of it, but man, that sound is so important to be able to listen and hear it properly. That's going to be Bluetooth for you. You can actually plug in left and right in the back. So you can use your phone as Bluetooth and send right to that pair of speakers. It's got an EQ on the back. And of course, left and right RCA speaker, plug in a monitor or mixer as well. So nice set of monitors. I highly recommend them if you're creating content from your desk.
Yes.
That is okay. Look at that. So
Maybe we'll give a pair of those next time we come on. We'll give her a pair of those. We'll
Oh,
make it
nice.
work.
Nice.
How big are they, Derrick?
They're about as big as my hand. Wait a minute. Here, I'll just do it right here. I actually have them on my desk, of course. So
Look at that.
this is
That's a good size.
Okay,
And
that
there's
is
two of
a
those.
great size.
yeah, super small. It's about as big as my hand. So
Yeah.
if that's my hand. That's as big as my hand.
Very nice.
So you can have a nice little setup and just travel with it.
Yeah, it has some nice
Yep.
3-inch subwoofers on there. And
Oh man, and those
tweeters.
have a bag, and you can put them in. They have a carry bag, so you can put your iLoud interface, put your Lewitt and your headphones in the bag. And you got your little podcast kit on the way. You get to the set, and you've got your speakers, your microphone, and your interface ready to rock.
And it's also available in white.
Look at you, Fuljens. I love it. You went there. You so went there.
That is great. That is wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Do we have any questions for Derrick or
questions out there.
comments?
What was it? Todd Dixon. Hello. Todd had no, it's not Todd Dixon. It was somebody else. AG.
Somebody
AG
got
had
a
a question for Derrick. Todd Dixon had a question for us. We'll answer that later. AG's
okay.
question was, what is Derrick's podcast about?
It's called the Beautiful Now Project, and all I try to do is create content to leave people uplifted, encouraged, and inspired. So I film a 2-minute motivational video on Mondays called Life Hacks. And the simple phrase is, we hack the code to a beautiful life, one video at a time. And it's just a quick 2-minute motivational thing to get you going. I have a program called Chasing the Impossible, where I interview successful guests that tell you about their impossible story to remind you that if their thing was impossible, they accomplished it, you can accomplish yours too. And then I have one more segment called Beautiful Now Live, where it's topical, relevant things that happen in the community or in the news, and I interview folks for that channel. So I have 3 different segments on my podcast. If you love that but all of it is about being uplifted, encouraged, and inspired. Keep it positive.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice. I mean, we all
Lot of
need
stuff.
that little, especially on some of the days that we're and we just get those messages that are meant for us, And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so much crap out there. So my point was, let me put something positive back out there,
For sure. Yeah, you feel
Hello,
it.
Tom Morris. What's going on, brother?
Tom Morris, hello. How's it going with your Final Cut Pro?
Congratulations on that.
Yes.
Congratulations
Final Cut
on the
Pro.
on the
Yes,
Final
sir.
Cut Pro.
He's
Yes,
done
sir.
a whole boot camp
Yeah.
for months.
Yeah.
That is it's like everything you need to know about Final Cut Pro. Tom Morris covers it, and then some of them are free also, so that is even better.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yvette says, I blew my first iLoud speakers out playing my keys and keyboard. I think I might get another set. Yes, I want to subscribe to Derrick.
All
Thank you so much,
right.
Miss Yvette. Miss Yvette. And hey, look on the channel this Wednesday. I'm having a really, I won't say controversial segment, but it's a big live stream about gun control. Is the
Mm,
right to bear arms destroying America right now? And it's just, I'm
listen.
talking to some really important people about it. And it's just an open forum where we're just chatting. But it's one of those segments where it's going to be a little bit deeper. But stop by 7 o'clock Wednesday on my channel. You'll check it out.
Nice. There it is. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's something important to talk about.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Derek, one question that we didn't ask you was
I know, right?
how.
I mean, I got free stuff to give away, and I want to talk about this one box before we lose it because I want to make sure people see this thing, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Can I
Yes.
show them this, Anna? Can I show them this thing right now?
Yes, you can. We're gonna hear a full
I
screen
know
for
you
you.
got.
There you go.
Well, they got one over there, but I'm gonna show it to you on my side. And this is our newest interface to the family. It's iRig Pro Quattro. You'll see we have iRig devices that are single channel, or we have iRig Dual, which are 2 channels. But this is 4 channels that you can bring in at one time. So what I like to call this is like your Rodecaster without the buttons. Because a Rodecaster gives you those 4 channels you can get audio into. So you got 4 different microphones you can bring. You got 4 different microphone inputs on this device as well. And you have a left and right RCA, so you can bring in a mixer. You got your actual controls for volume on each set of the top of the buttons. And you've got
Bring
direct
that up a
monitoring.
little bit more, Derek. So we
There you
yes.
go.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
got
Yeah.
direct monitoring and loop back. If I can point to everything, I used to point and everything, but you got direct monitoring and loop back and a limiter. If you guys know what a limiter does, it's going to give you that great sound for your microphone to let it push up a little bit and get a little bit more, I won't say volume, a little bit more sound effect out of that microphone. So limiter is super important for you. But lots of stuff going on in this device, and you can actually add in little, and I think I sent them to Fuljens, little microphones on top that make it like a field recorder. So if you're out there and you're filming with stuff, you want to have an actual field recorder on your phone, you plug this baby in right here, and you've got 4 channels of audio coming in, just like a Rodecaster. So just think of, if I don't have space for a Rodecaster, but I still need 4 channels or 4 microphones coming in into Ecamm, I can get this smaller box and it'll go in my duffel bag, and wherever I land, I've got an instant setup to get 4 channels of audio in there.
That is
What do you think?
hot. That is, I mean, because it's true. You can now be able to, I mean, you don't need. We travel a lot.
Yeah.
We travel and we
Yep.
bring the
Rodecaster.
and it's a monster.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and this is look at. I will show like look at my hands, right?
Exactly.
Look
Exactly.
at my hands. Let's put it on big screen, on the screen, so that we can just right.
Yep. There it is.
Right?
There it is.
And look at this. So it's like the other one was the size of Derrick hands, and here's from the bottom up to mine. This is how
Yes.
small it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's very nice and lightweight. So you wouldn't
Very
be,
powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yet it feels pretty rugged. And I had a chance to test it out. It sounds awesome on the Lewitt. It sounds amazing. And what I appreciate about it is the connectivity that it comes equipped with, right? Because not only are you able to connect this using USB-C, but you also provided a cable to connect it directly to your iPhone with a lightning cable. So you were talking about like connecting your Lewitt and stuff like that. You can just plug this directly to the iPhone and connect 4 XLR microphones on here.
Yep.
4 XLR mics, and have a full professional podcast right on your phone.
And
that's what I use. I use it on my desk. Yep. And I love the Rodecaster, and I bought it, but then I sent it back. Not because it was bad, but because I didn't need it. I was still using this. So I thought, well, I don't need 4 more channels. So I kept this, and I used the good old Stream Deck. We all have the Stream Deck, right? So
Right.
between that and the Quattro, I don't need all the buttons on the Stream Deck. So I was good to go, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So as a portable system, that's the win. Give me a Stream Deck and a Quattro, I'm good.
Yeah.
For real.
Right.
Yeah.
It comes with batteries, but if you're using the USB, you don't need to have the batteries plugged in.
Yep.
It's really awesome. It's
So
awesome.
so here's a question, for example, because when I first started, which we would love to hear how you learn about Ecamm Live, Derek. But
Sure.
when I first started with Ecamm and I was looking at microphones and I was looking at XLR, I had no clue about microphones, like a lot of us who started with Ecamm. And then somebody said, "Oh, you need an audio interface and blah blah blah." So
Mhm,
I purchased
mhm,
an audio interface.
mhm.
I had no clue what. I mean, it was small. It was like it cost me like $120,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I got it. I had no clue what it did. It had a lot of buttons, right? And then it's like
Mhm.
it didn't have the monitoring. And
Right.
I tried calling support to help me out. The support was almost non-existent.
Yeah, I hate that.
Talk to me about the support for IK.
Okay, we have a strong team of support professional. I can't talk today. Support team that answers the phone for you. So normally you shoot an email first. They get the reply back. They say, "Hey, what was your question?" They call back and give you the answer for it. They've got like at least 8 to 10 guys to answer those calls. So it's a pretty big team, and they're pretty
Nice.
responsive. I mean, most of those guys I've helped train. So we want to get you up and running. We know that you're out there working on the content or working somewhere where you need to get that sound in. So we try to get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. And we have some great questions for you, Derek.
Yeah, we have some questions here. The
Uh
first
oh, Dustin's coming
question
in.
is from Ballad Vibes asking, is there a mute button on the Quattro?
You know, there is a mute button. So and,
Bring
and
it.
there's a multi mode and a mono mode, but there is a mute button. Yes, I think it's on the left because it cuts that space out. It's on the left. It's on the left. Yeah, left. Yes, the mute button. Yeah, I've never used it, but it's on there.
That's awesome.
There's the mute button. And you know what? Mute buttons, I don't like touching mute buttons, you know?
Right.
Good
Because you
question, though. Good question.
Right.
forget.
Good question.
And then also something that we didn't mention, Derek, is that you have those adapters that you place on there for your mic, the field
Yep.
mics. But
Hmm.
there's also a built-in mic here too. So right in the middle of these
Yeah,
four
right in the
volume
middle.
knobs, there's a microphone, and you can use this as a microphone by
Yep.
itself without anything
Oh, by
else.
turning
Without a
it on,
microphone.
without
Hmm.
having to add the microphones on there?
Right. There's a built-in
Yeah.
microphone there as well, so you could just
There's a
talk right into
MEMS
that.
microphone in the middle where it says IRIC next to the lights. So we
Now I'm
tried to
gonna
just
feel
make
like
sure.
I'm in the field, like holding this, like, hey, you hear me? Talkie,
Exactly,
talkie.
exactly. And we tried to
Our
make sure that no matter what, you could capture the sounds. We just make sure we had everything in there for you. And I love
Absolutely.
having the LEDs at the top too, so you can see that level come in. And when the ad comes in, you can see it really well.
Yes. Our next question comes from Yvette. Can this be used to play keyboard and singing with mic outdoors?
You surely can. If you took your keyboard and plugged it into the left and right RCA and then plugged your microphone into one of the inputs, you can be singing and playing at the same time. So you can go out of this device into a set of speakers or into your computer or be recording. So it will take in all those devices and your keyboard at the same time for sure. And something else to remember, we talk about loopback. Does anybody know what loopback is? Fuljens, you know what loopback is?
I can't give you a definition, but I have an understanding of it. So take it away, Derek.
It's like when you want to hear music from the computer inside what you're talking about while you're talking. Like let's say you have a track and you want to play that track in the track while you're talking on the microphone, but you only have one signal going in. You can use loopback to get that sound and it'll be playing along with the music you have from the computer at the same time. It's kind of a unique thing to do. And super important if you have different things you want to play on your computer and talk at the same time. Kind of nifty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the next
And the
question.
direct monitoring feature is pretty important too, because if you want to hear yourself while the mix is going on, you can be
Right.
directly monitoring the entire mix going out
Yep.
in your
That is
headset.
great.
So that's a
Yeah.
pretty professional level thing to have on a small interface that big, is to have direct monitoring.
Yeah, definitely. And I love that you can bring audio in. So if you have a Rodecaster Pro, you want to connect all that stuff, you could bring that
Yep,
into the
you can bring it
production
on
of
in.
the Quattro. So you could hear the sound effects, all that
Sure.
will be coming in there. So
All that
that's
will be
awesome.
coming in.
That's
I
awesome.
love the sounds, DJ. Woo, woo, the sound.
Our next question comes from Tom Morris. Tom is asking, will it record separate audio tracks?
Yes, indeed. All 4 separate tracks. There's a button on the top that says mono, stereo, or multi. If you put it in multi, it will record all 4 channels into Ecamm separately. If you put it on stereo,
Oof.
it'll record them as stereo. But it's great to have that functionality because Ecamm will let you record multiple channels at the same time. So now this device will do the same, just like your Rodecaster does.
Sick, 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 sick. The
Yes,
next
sir.
question is from Miguel. Is there a place to save content on that device? I have the Zoom PodTrack P4. I am doing a comparison.
You know, the Zoom saves it on a SD card. This saves it to your phone. So you're actually using your phone as the storage device. So there is no SD card on the box, but it uses your phone as the storage. So I don't think that's a better or worse. I think if you're getting it on your phone and you are able to get back to your setup and plug your phone in, your audio's still there. You can dump everything at the same time. So it depends on what you're doing. If you like to have your SD card and put it somewhere else and plug it into another small device, I get that. But I kind of like having it on my phone because this way I don't lose the SD card. Think about it. When you put on the SD card, you got to keep track of that thing. If it's on my phone, it's not going anywhere. I'm not losing my phone, right? So it's a little bit easier that way.
Yeah. And for me, just from using this, and we have the Zoom PodTrack P4, I'm just so drawn to this now. You know, like I think this blows the P4 out of the water, honestly, in terms of like the connectivity and what it can do over the P4.
I just look this. I like. I mean, like the sleekness of it.
Yeah.
And how it will look good on the. You know, people just check out your stuff. People just comment out, "What is that?
Yeah.
What is so?"
Yeah. And my favorite was the Zoom H6. This like in terms of like how it's built rugged like the H6.
Yeah. Actually,
It's
it
built
kinda
similar
looks
to it for
like
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar. They look like that.
It's awesome.
That's why we gave you those little microphones because it makes you feel like you got Zoom 6 going on when you put those little microphones on.
Right, exactly.
We kind of gave you that love. We wanted to make you feel better. It's all right.
It does look like it.
And then maybe you could just reiterate this for Tom is asking, does IK have an app for recording? And I think
It's called iRig Recorder. So we have a recording audio app. We do not have a video app yet though. So the iRig Recorder app will record your audio with the actual plugins and some of the effects that you can use to make it sound a little better. So you can be using that app and maybe putting some compression on it or limiter on it, stuff like that. That we do have. And we have other recording apps that are out there that you can put on your phone that you can use with any of our devices. So just don't be afraid to jump into the IK Multimedia pool and see all the recording apps we have available. There's so many that will make things work for you. So I think you'll be excited. There he goes. I recorded 3. There you go. And that's the one. See,
free
look at that.
99. Free 99.
Super easy, super portable, right there.
That's right.
There's a stereo imager, compressor, 3-band EQ, all the stuff you need. Like if you had a physical mixer, you have it in your phone right there, so it makes it super handy.
Yes.
And AG was
And
asking
that comes
the
with
same
the device.
thing. If it had an SD card.
Right.
So
AG was asking the same thing. Yes. And let's see here. I think and then Todd had a question for you, not related to this, but what advice does Derrick have for someone starting their first podcast?
Talk about something you're passionate about. I mean, I think when you're starting a podcast, you're trying to deliver a message. You're trying to share something that's important to you with someone else. And I think if you're just starting it to try to be popular or try to be an influencer and all that nonsense, I don't think it will stick. I think if you're doing a podcast or if you have something to share, go into that subject, have time to divulge into that subject and share about that. And as you start to kind of put your ideas together, you might find your audience. I mean, think about the things you talk about with your friends. If your friends listen to you about a certain thing, that could be a topic for you for a podcast. What do you think, Anna? Fuljens, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Like the one thing that I would say is just find out what it is. Like you mentioned, like your passion, but also what is it that you want it for? Do you want to just share, or do you want to actually make profit out of it?
Right.
Because if you want to make profit out of it, you need to think about it in terms of business wise. Yes, that's fun, but you have to have a plan and you have to know what the topic is that your audience is going to want to listen to, and in turn, will you providing value, and then you're also making a living out of it if that is your goal. So you definitely have to have that and work, figure that out as well.
And do the research, man. There's research involved before you drop yourself on a podcast topic or a channel, because there's so many podcasts out there, as we all know, and it's like you don't want to go in there and be the Me Too guy. You want to have something unique, something special, something different about you. So you really want to be able to say, okay, I do it this way, they do it that way. Even if it's something that everybody's doing, make sure you set yourself apart and don't try to be the copy or me too person. Do it your way.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
and
unique.
Ty, I don't know if you were here when we talked about it, but there was a recent study by Erickson, I believe, that is talking all about women podcasters and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
women enjoy listening to other women podcasters and how women will love to hear other women's stories. So look into that. We have
Yeah.
the research done here, and Fuljens is gonna add it, or
I,
did
I
you add
dropped
it?
I
Okay.
dropped it in so if Todd Dixon, if you you should see it pop up on Facebook and YouTube there. The link
Yeah,
there.
and then Fuljens, Andrew Moon says, Fuljens, that is a dope hat, my friend.
Thank you, Andrew.
I think the
Andrew.
hat is dope, man. Who was giving you static about the hat? The hat is dope.
Listen,
I
Thank
love
Derek,
the hat.
if you had the hat with that whole, with how whole,
Yeah,
It would be,
yeah,
it would be
listen.
fly,
Smooth,
right? It
smooth,
would be.
smooth.
you'll be like, it is, Ivory.
You have to put the voice on. Hello, my name is Derrick Floyd from IK Multimedia.
Oh,
Oh, we have
You'd
you
have to
as
clown
live
with that.
stream.
you want to say live stream? Hello, good to see you here.
Good to see
What's
you.
good? What's good?
Yes.
What's
Yes.
good? You gotta say live stream.
And Miguel Lloyd is here. Hello, Miguel. Miguel was asking, how do we find your channel, Derrick?
Just go to youtube.com and go Beautiful Now Project right after youtube.com. You'll find all the goodies. I've interviewed people like Sean Stockwell from Boys to Men, Fred Hammond, the gospel artist. On and on. I've had a lot of big interviews over time that I've taken the time to cultivate that relationship and found my voice, found my passion, and was able to reach those people. I think, like I said to the other lady that was starting before, it's once you find your voice, I think they will find you.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Did I say
Yes.
that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Once you find your voice, you'll find your tribe. I always used to tell people, find your tribe, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a tribe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You
for
guys
sure.
have a great tribe. Everybody loves you guys.
Our
on that show.
tribe
Yeah,
is
the best,
awesome. We
the
love
best.
our tribe. We love our tribe.
I love your tribe.
Subscribe.
What?
We had another question for when.
Okay.
What is let's go to favorites. Christian, when will the new version be available? Are we talking about Ecam
Version
Yeah.
4?
version 4? Are you talking about version 4? Listen,
Come on, Thursday,
This
baby.
it's gonna be
Thursday.
Thursday. This
Hey,
Thursday
Thursday.
at
Hey,
2
Fuljens,
p.m.
4, baby, 4.
Exactly.
At 2
Not before.
p.m. At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there.
Be there. Right here on the
Be there.
Ecam Live YouTube.
Yes.
I was
alright,
one of the
so-
testers for that beta. I ran that
know?
beta hard.
Yes.
Oh,
I ran that
speaking-
beta hard.
Right,
That's a
speaking
good
of
segue.
beta, speaking of beta,
That's a good
we
segue.
have a trivia question for you. And what will you win? You're going to win. Can I see the device, please?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Derrick has it. We have it. You're gonna win this device today. And let us tell you right now that the question is not hard at all, because we want you to get started with your podcast. We want you to get started using this device. Okay, so Derrick already explained everything and how you can use it. And also, if you have any questions after you receive it, Derrick just mentioned that customer service is incredible. You just have to call and they will help you out set this up. So we want to see you using it. We want to see you doing podcasts. We want to see you recording. We want to see you video live streaming.
Yeah.
This is it. So it's a really easy question. Okay, Fuljens, go ahead. Let's
All right.
do we have
it's,
any
it's trivia time.
trivia
it's
time?
Trivia time. Let's go.
That's it. You
Let's
asked
go.
Where's the horn?
It's one
There you go.
One question, 40 seconds, because we have LinkedIn.
Yes.
And that's it. The first person who answers it wins
Gets
this baby.
an iRig Pro Quattro.
Pro
Let's go.
Quattro.
Let's go. Let's go. Yes, AG. Let's go. Here we go. It's trivia time, everybody. Let's go. Oh wait. Let me that was a fail. Let's go
Okay,
back.
epic
Let's
fail
go
on that
back.
one, homie. That
Epic
was-
fail. Let's go. Let's start this.
got
Let's-
too excited.
Let's start this again.
There
There we
you
go.
go.
That's more like it. All right. First answer gets this, right? So let's refresh and put the coin back in there. Gotta have the little coin animation there. All right.
I love the coin.
Press and
That's
start.
pretty banging.
Press start. Let's go. Tom Morris, this is for you.
Oh my goodness.
How many beta builds were created before the upcoming release of Ecam version 4? As of today, disclaimer.
Wow. That's a tough one.
It should be super
That's a tough
easy.
one there.
Let's do this. Hey. Remember to use the letters A, B, or C.
Wow.
Woo.
Somebody winning that thing? Come on. Time for some Quattro love.
Paul,
Wow.
I have to set on my hands.
Wow.
Okay, everyone. So
Should I select the answer first? I want to see the answer. Okay.
no,
got the answer.
we gotta
come back here
we're
first.
gonna come back here first
Okay.
because we have to debate something.
Okay.
Because we do have a winner. However, we said give your answer, but we didn't specify
Right.
whether it was number
Right.
or letter.
Right. And
So
you get the correct answer.
yes, and
we
so
have the correct answer.
we have the correct answer. Okay.
We have the correct answer.
So the correct
Wait.
answer is.
Let's go back to the trivia and give you the. If you answered. There you go. It's 25. It is 25.
So did you build
and-
that? Did you build that little thing with the coin?
yes. That was built using Genially.
That's cool, man.
Yes.
And the winner is.
Ty Dixon.
Oh yes, you got this.
Dixon. Ty
All
Dixon.
right.
And the winner is ta 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 ta.
Wow, that's awesome.
Consolation prize. There's a new button.
Wow.
Listen, Ty, you won this. You asked a great question, and we want to see you doing your podcast. Okay, you
Yes.
asked the question about it. I guess this was meant for you. Derrick, tell her how she can claim her prize.
Well, all you got to do is email the team over there at ENN Network your email and your address, and I'll reach out to you personally and get your information and send that to you directly to your home. Super easy, super portable. I'll make it work for you. So congratulations, Tay. TAA, right? Tay?
Yes.
Is it?
Ty,
Okay, so
we'll call it
congratulations,
Ty
Tay Dixon. We're so excited you're going to get this RX Pro Quattro. I think you're going to love it, and I'm so excited for you to start your podcast. So hopefully we'll get to know each other, and I can help you along the way. Thanks for being a part of it.
Yes, Ty. So you will be sending an email to Anna, ANN, and AND, Fuljens at gmail.com. All right. And
you
we're going
go.
to put it in the comments
Oh.
as well.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah.
Moderator will
Ooh.
share that email with you in the comments, Ty.
Yeah,
Appreciate
so
it.
any last minute questions or comments for Derrick before we wrap up? And Derrick, while they answer that, how can they contact you?
But they can send me an email at derrick.floyd@ikmultimedia.com. I'm always available anytime other than at night. But you call me anytime. I'll be love to respond back to you, see if I can get you helped out however I can. And as we've talked about, I'll be coming back to the show sometime, showing some new products. So we got new stuff coming, don't we, guys? We got a new product coming. I can't tell you about it yet,
Oh, yeah.
but it's coming up in
Top
Feb.
secret.
You're gonna love this one, y'all.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fire. Gonna be fire. So IK's gonna try to bring you some new goodies once a month and stuff that can help you guys out, bringing free stuff all the time, right? Free's good.
Yes,
Free
free is
free-
good.
free is
Free
good.
is good, especially
Free is
if
good.
you can put it right to use, and it's so relevant to what we're doing.
Yeah.
That is the key, right? It's so relevant to
Yes,
what we're
yes.
doing.
Yes.
And
So thank you
you
for
know,
letting me be a part of the Ecamm family.
Of course. Thank you so much. And speaking of that, real quick, everybody, for you, Derrick, how do you learn about Ecamm Live?
It was I was watching another content creator, and they were talking about what they were using to film, and I was showing them some audio interfaces, and they said, "Well, I use this product called Ecamm to make my filming stuff." I'm like, "Well, what is all that about? I don't need all that." But yet they showed me, walked me through it. I'm like, "Oh, this thing is amazing." So I really fell in love with it after that because I was trying to use something else before. I think I was using OBS,
Mm.
and then I tried to use Streamlabs, and then they're like, "This is way better than all of those," and it really is way better, way easier, way smarter, and just way more thorough. So I'm so glad I'm part of the Ecamm family.
And we're so glad to have you in the
Yes.
Ecamm family.
Yeah.
Look at you, like, yes, I love Ecamm so much. I want to show them and I want to give them free stuff so that they can go ahead
Give them
and
free stuff.
yes, okay.
Yes.
The
We're
Ecam
done.
community is really supportive of each other. I love that. When I see
Mhm.
people talking on the forums and stuff, they really support each other, and I wanted to be a part of that. So I asked Anna and Fuljens, I said, "How can I help to help these people out there making content?" And they said, "Come on the program," and that's why I'm here. So thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Of course,
Thank
we
you.
enjoy having you, enjoyed all of your great explanations and use cases, and we can only we cannot wait for the next one that you're going to be talking about, which is pretty
Yes.
exciting. We got to test it out, and yeah, Fulgens locked himself in the room, and he's like, "Once I get this set up, I will call you." I'm like, "Okay, sure." So he was there for yeah. He was doing
Wow.
some setups with this little, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, I will call you. And I was like, okay. So yeah, so it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I
Yes.
liked it. I liked it a lot.
And
He's gonna
everybody
get to
meet
use
me
it.
at the Beautiful Now Project on YouTube.com.
All right, there we go. All right, everybody. So do we have any questions? We'll check one more time.
Thanks, Tatiana.
Tatiana had a question for us. Where did we get the music, Tatiana? That was available on Epidemic Sound. Glad you like it. And Todd Dixon was asking, am I bringing in the comments, switching scenes, etc.? It is a tag team effort over here and in the EMM studios.
It's a producing thing.
It's a producing
Okay.
thing. Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us, spending time with us, learning. Remember that this week is full of greatness. We're going to have 4.0 release, and then the following week we're going to start with Adrian Salisbury, who has the Ecam challenge. And in that challenge, you're going to learn everything the 4.0 way. So you are going to go, he's going to go all the way from basic overview all the way to cover everything in 4.0 as well. And you know how great Adrian is. And so you're going to learn a lot of great stuff. Remember to register if you want to get the downloads of what's going to be happening in the class. And as you know, Adrian downloads are great. They're very explanatory,
Yes.
very carefully explained. So you might want to think about registering for getting those as
Yes.
well. Yes. Anything else that we forgot to mention or that we need to mention?
Just as a reminder that we have Leap Into Live Selling calling coming up, and there is a call for speakers. So if you are interested in becoming a Leap Into Live Selling speaker, of course, subject matter is live shopping, live selling, regardless of the platform. Send an email to Katie at marketing@ecam.com. That's marketing@ecam.com. Leap Into Live Selling, that's coming up in
The spring.
In the spring.
It's in
Yes.
the spring. So you're going to
Coming
hear
up right
all
around the
about
corner.
it, especially here on ENN. And Todd, yes, that is our email, annaandfulgence@gmail.com.
Yes.
So send it to us so that we can send it to Derrick and off we go.
Wait, and then AG's like, thanks, Derrick. Next time, bring more than one.
Listen
I
to
got you,
me.
AG. I got you, man.
Derrick will be back with us next month, so stay tuned for that. He's going to be coming with new great stuff.
New
Yes.
goodies. New
Yes.
goodies.
Yes.
Yes, everybody. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. You're watching Ecam Network News and Entertainment. My name is Anna Heel.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And we will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Peace.